Imagine standing on a beach and suddenly noticing the ocean water rushing away from the shore, exposing the seafloor. It looks fascinating. But what if I told you this is actually one of the most terrifying warning signs in nature? That's right. Within minutes, wall of water taller than a skyscraper moving faster than a jet plane, crashing onto the shore with unstoppable force. That's a tsunami. But how do these monster waves actually happen? Let's dive in. First, let's clear up a common misconception. A tsunami is not just a giant wave like you see surfers riding. Instead, it is a series of waves, sometimes hundreds of miles long, that travel across the ocean at the speed of a jet airplane, up to 500 miles per hour. You wouldn't even notice a tsunami wave if you were in the middle of the ocean, because it might only rise a few feet. But as it reaches shallow coastal waters, everything changes. So, what causes these ocean giants? The most common trigger is an underwater earthquake. When tectonic plates shift, the seafloor can suddenly lift or drop, displacing an enormous amount of water. And water, being water, has no choice but to rush outward in all directions. Other triggers include volcanic eruptions, landslides under the sea, or even rare events like meteor impacts. Basically, anything that violently displaces a huge volume of water can create a tsunami. Here's the fascinating part. Once triggered, a tsunami doesn't behave like regular waves created by the wind. Regular waves just affect the surface. But tsunami waves involve the movement of the entire water column, from the surface all the way to the sea floor. That's why they carry so much destructive energy across vast distances. In fact, the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami traveled across entire oceans, devastating multiple countries thousands of miles apart. So, how do we know when one is coming? If you're near the coast and you feel a strong earthquake, that's nature's alarm clock. Head to higher ground immediately. Another eerie warning sign is when the ocean suddenly pulls back, leaving fish flopping on the bare sand. It might look like an opportunity to collect seashells, but it's actually a sign that a tsunami wave is on its way. Real-world disasters remind us just how powerful these forces are. The 2011 Japan tsunami not only destroyed entire towns, but also triggered a nuclear crisis. These events show how one natural phenomenon can set off a chain reaction of consequences. Today, scientists use seismographs, deep-sea sensors, and even satellites to detect tsunamis early. This gives coastal communities precious minutes, or sometimes hours, to evacuate. And while we can't prevent tsunamis, knowing the science behind them helps save lives. So the next time you're at the beach and hear a tsunami warning or feel a strong earthquake, don't wait. Move to higher ground immediately and stay away from the shore until authorities say it's safe. If you found this video eye-opening, please hit the like button and share it with friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating explorations into the world's biggest mysteries. Stay curious and stay safe.